Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Carl. I'm a recovery coach here at Cap Recovery Center. Today is our coffee and conversation meeting, and our article I picked is "Improve Your Attitude, Improve Your Recovery Success." This article is by recovery.org. If you like this article, you can go to recovery.org. I want to say Happy New Year to everybody, and let's check this article out. You've probably heard the saying attitude is everything, but really what is attitude and how does it affect addiction and recovery? Attitude describes the way we think or feel about something or someone, and compromises a viewpoint, an outlook, or perspective that typically affects a person's behavior. Attitude affects how you treat other people, how you look at life, and how you respond to challenges, and often whether you succeed or fail in any endeavor. Attitude affects your relationships, your health, your self-image, and your self-confidence. Attitude is everything because attitude really matters in recovery and in life in general. And I picked this article because I think attitude is very important. If we have a negative outlook or a negative attitude, a negative viewpoint, outlook on life, we can track that in our life. We can track a lot of negativity, a lot of chaos, a lot of people don't want to be around you. So we all always say like an attitude adjustment. I need an attitude adjustment personally, me on a daily basis. I need to check myself, and if my attitude is not too good, usually my personal relationships ain't going to be good. They're not going to be healthy. I'm not going to have decent conversations because just a negative outlook and attitudes, attract that kind of negativity also. So we always need to check our attitudes, right? So it says, where do attitudes come from? Attitudes originate from our beliefs, those ingrained ideas that we take for granted as being truth or beliefs live deep within the subconscious part of our minds, where countless ideas, assumptions, and preconceived notions that we collect and develop over a lifetime have been sorted and stored away. Beliefs provide us with a built-in mechanism, what's going on, brother, for quickly making decisions because they offer a sense of certainty, but sometimes these truths are not as accurate as we imagine. Most of our beliefs were programmed in our brains in an early age. By age 6, a child's brain has cataloged enough ideas and perceptions to create a blueprint on how to perceive themselves in their world. This blueprint becomes the child's belief system unless these beliefs are later constantly reevaluated and updated, which too often does not happen. These remain assumptive truths. Attitudes then demonstrate or express to the world the content and meaning of these innermost beliefs. Attitudes and beliefs, they are built upon effect on only our thinking and behavior, but many other important aspects of our lives as well. How you doing, Giovanni? What's going on, brother? Article up picked here. Happy New Year too. Way to start off 2024. Time flies.
Yeah.
And the article I picked here is improve our attitudes, improve your recovery success. And I think this article is pretty good because talking about we need like an attitude adjustment. If our attitude is negative and our negative outlook on life, and usually we attract that kind of stuff. Usually it doesn't end up too good. And I like how it says, our belief systems and how we're grown up and what we believe when we're grown up and what we believe in and our morals and values, right? And we're ingrained with some certain things more while we grow up, and that carries on in our adulthood. And if we're misinformed as a young age, right, and we grow older, we're still misinformed. It talks about reevaluating our beliefs, our values, our morals, and our attitudes. We have to reevaluate these things when we're from younger to older because some things don't apply to us today. Maybe when we were younger because we were taught some things, or we've seen people in our neighborhoods or friends, some of our families, we pick up on other people's beliefs, morals and values and attitudes, right? We pick up on some of these things, and they don't do us no good, especially in recovery today. So we always have to reevaluate. We think it's self-assessment, on a daily basis, because we don't want to be not just in recovery, but life in general, have a negative attitude. It just doesn't sit well, and it causes a lot of conflict, especially in personal relationships. We'll go to how attitudes affect your health. One of the most important reasons to concern yourself with the idea of attitude and to possibly consider improving yours if need be is that attitude can make a real and profound difference in your health. Check that out. Our attitude can improve our health. In a 2016 Harvard Health Publishing Women's Health Watch blog, Dr. Laura Kozlowski, professors of social and behavioral sciences at Harvard, T.H. Chan School of Public Health, stated that having a positive outlook or attitude defined as a sense of optimism and purpose are proposed seems to be predictive of health outcomes. She also found that emotional vital characteristics by enthusiasm, hopefulness, engagement in life, and the ability to face life stresses with emotional balance is associated with a substantial reduced risk of heart attack and stroke. It is funny, to be honest, my girlfriend tells me sometimes my attitude can get messed up. She's like, you're going to have a heart attack. Our attitude you can get so upset. You can get so worked up. That adds a lot of anxiety. It can get you so worked up, you can break down and just have emotionally breakdown. Attitude is it's big. That's why we always, need a self-assessment. We always need to check our thinking, our attitudes, behaviors. It's just important to not act out. We can act out on our emotions and feelings, right? So we have to check them, because emotions and feelings, they are valid, but I don't have to react and have a negative outlook on how I'm feeling, So we'll go to the next one, how attitude affects recovery. In addition to affecting health, attitude can significantly affect your chances for recovery success. Recovery requires motivation. Motivation is more than the desire for an outcome. It includes additional elements such as confidence in your ability and intention to maintain the desire for success over a long period in recovery. Motivation also requires an ongoing decision to prioritize the goals such as sustained absence every day. Motivation in recovery is aided by a positive attitude to be resilient and overcome setbacks. It is necessary to focus on what is possible and desirable rather than on what has gone wrong with a positive focus. It is easier to get back on the horse and try again, limiting the negative effects of a misstep or setback and reestablishing forward momentum toward your recovery goals. First, decide to see yourself as someone who is capable of being an honorable person, someone who is willing to work toward the goal. Once we have embraced the S attitude in your mind and heart, you will find it easier to remain on the path to success. Remember, in every situation, you can always find something that is good and something that is not. Which of these you mentally lock onto, and it's entirely a matter of your own choosing. Recognizing that attitude is a choice and not a matter of fate or luck allows you to take charge of your thinking and become empowered versus helpless. So we're trying to talk about a little bit of a positive, try to find the good in things. That's hard. That's hard sometimes when we have chaos going on. A lot of bad things can happen. And try to stay in a positive mind frame and having a positive attitude can be hard, it can be challenging, right? But because it's sometimes we don't see the positive or we don't see the solution while we're in the midst of the the fall. But when we get on the other side of it, it's there was a lesson to be learned there. Sometimes bad things happen, so good things can arise. We might not feel that way when the things are happening, but like when we get through them things, it's like, well, this is why the reason why this happened, so this can come about. So to stay positive when the bad things are going, and it can be challenging, but like it's worth it. It's like staying in the position. Like this thing will pass. This stuff doesn't last forever. What's ever going on in your life, it doesn't last forever. It's just hold it. Recovery taught me is like you gotta hold on. I have to stay still, stay in position, and let what have a higher power and let him guide me whatever's going on. So it takes willingness, it takes work, it takes practice, but we can get through anything clean. All right, let's go to the next one. Attitudes for successful recovery. Some attitudes, like choosing to view situations from a positive perspective, can increase your chances of recovery success. Here are a few more to consider. Let's see what they got here. Choosing honesty. As I noted in my article, the changing perceptions of yourself during recovery, the first step is changing negative self perceptions and self beliefs is to embrace honesty. Radical honesty, where no distortions, minimizations, or half truths obscure the reality of one situation. One of the reasons 12-step programs work for people is that they provide a place where the recovering person can be radically honest and bear embarrassment, secrets about themselves without fear of judgment or ridicule. Becoming honest with oneself is the first important step on the road to recovery. I love this part. You know, Even for me to be like I was honest, right? But like some things like deep secrets that I didn't want nobody to know, right? I would tell you a little bit of truth, but I won't tell you the rest. So we're telling half truths, and I learned recovery like half truth is still a lie. I'll give you some, but I'm not giving you the whole thing. So it talks about changing my perception about myself. And my attitude and my negativity about myself was bad. I would talk myself down. I can't get clean. I'm not going to be this. I'm not that. I'm all these things, and I built this wall up, and I built this big negative outlook on attitude on myself that like I was digging my hole deeper and deeper. And I had to change that about myself. If you're when you're doing bad for so many years and you're harming yourself, you're harming others, like especially yes, of course your negative attitude and outlook on yourself is going to be not good. So I had to break that illusion and start seeing the good in myself and start getting clean and staying clean and doing good for others. Then I start to get out of that. The only way to get out of that is it talks about being radical honest, right? So honesty is one of the first keys to get clean is being honest, open and honest. Next one, it says, I have an open mind. Being willing to try different approaches is important because there's no one size fits all recovery program. Community-based programs such as the AA, NA, and other 12-step programs work for many people, but they are not for everyone. Some people do better in structured inpatient or partial inpatient rehab program. Cognitive behavioral therapy techniques work for many, while alternative treatments such as acupuncture, biofeedback, or yoga may provide more stress relief and cravings control for others. Find the programs and therapies that work for you, even if they're different from what you anticipated. So yeah, it talks about like keeping an open mind. Like one shoe doesn't fit all. There's all different pathways to recovery. You have to welcome all pathways, because my recovery pathway is not going to look like yours. But you have to. If I didn't be open minded and try different things, I wouldn't be here today, right? I wouldn't if I didn't try a 12-step program. If I didn't, try meditation, getting high. If I wasn't open to none of that stuff, I'd be still out using. So I had to be open minded and take suggestions and listen to people. Right, I had to take direction what help other people, but I don't have to try everything. but like I have to have something, and that's why finding your pathway is important, it's very, very important. Learning from the past. Experience is often the best teacher. Looking back and reflect on how you previously coped with a difficult situation, your own experience or that of a trusted support person or sponsor may provide you with insight to help solve a current dilemma. If you can be adaptable and can remain flexible, you can respond to challenges with wisdom, insight, rather than reaching habit and old patterns to them. So learning from your past, in which I have, but like my past was, I made that. It was a it was a hard one, right? But like I can use that for good today. All the pain and suffering I put myself through, I can use that for somebody else's guide. People can come in recovery, they can come in broken just like me, come in broken, lost, confused. I did this, I did that, I can't do this, I can't do that, I can't get this, all these things. And I can say, hey, I've been there, I've done that, I got through it. That's what recovery has taught me. I use my past for good. I can show people there's a different way, and that's where purpose comes in for me. I didn't know what a purpose was or what I had in store for me, but since I've been clean, since I've been doing the right thing, God showed me to like give back to others that was been given to me. So it's awesome what recovery can do. And your past is your past, but now you can use it for good. We'll go to the last one, gratitude. Practicing gratitude. Alcoholics Anonymous describes attaining serenity and gratitude as two of the most characteristics markers of success in the AA program, stating that gratitude and serenity are two sides of the same golden coin of sobriety. By choosing to have a positive attitude and to feel gratitude, you create a mindset that strongly supports recovery success. So it says talk about practicing gratitude. I tried to do that a lot today. Practice gratitude for the things I do have, and even be grateful for the things I don't have. Because I've seen a lot of it. Like you gotta sometimes watch what you pray for, right? Because sometimes when you get some things, and then when you do get them, it's like now I don't know how to uh, use the things that was given to me. We wish for things, and it's like we get them. It's like, oh, now I don't want them to upkeep certain things. You know what I mean? I don't want to put the work in to have them. So yeah, you gotta
You
get.
get them and don't even use them.
Yeah,
And then you like you just have them like piled up for like a long time and stuff like that.
yeah. Now you got what you wanted, and now it's just like because we're always want something new. There's always some things always are changing. Life's always changing.
Yeah.
Like you were, I'm trying to move forward. We're always we're always getting things new, so everything's not forever. So practice your gratitude for the things you do receive and the things that I have today. And I'm not just talking like material things. Like it's nice to have nice clothes, a car, a house, and all that stuff. It's nice to have, but my focus is not on that today. That's things that I have and obtained through the process of recovery. I'm grateful that recovery has granted me these things, and but I don't seek happiness and material things. I'm happy and I'm grateful that I'm alive, that I'm healthy. I have a place to sleep. I have food. I have a good job. Like just simple things. Simple things. I'm not like, oh, I wish I had this or I want that what that person has and this and that. You know what I mean? Then you're not being grateful. You're wishing you were someone else or wishing that you had other people's stuff and it's just being happy. Your turn will come. If you put the work in and you stay in position and you keep doing the right thing for the right reasons, when people are looking and not looking, things will come. And if they don't, then it's not meant to be, you know. So how was your New Year?
It was good.
Yeah,
Spent time with the family.
family.
How about you?
Yeah, I didn't do too much. Since I gotten older, I just like how we used to hang out with our friends and watch the ball drop and stuff like that. It's just like I'm just happy being home, with the family and stuff like that. Being grateful that I'm not out in the streets or in jail or getting in trouble.
Yeah,
That was Christmas. Christmas just passed too.
yeah. Good.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Spend time with the family also.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I had I know it's not on top, but I had like 4 Christmases. Yeah, I did. I had Christmas with the kids, and I had my family, my girlfriend's family. It's like so many Christmas. It's a lot, and like staying clean and sober through the holidays. We'll talk about that real quick. That's tough for a lot of people because, especially like New Year's, that's a lot of partying going on. People drinking and a lot of partying, a lot of trouble, and like changing that it can be tough because all you people that's all I associate with was people that were using and having parties and stuff like that. Now I just had to switch people, places, and things, and like getting away from that and like early recovery is tough. But it's like I know myself. I can't be around certain people, places, and things. You learn this not overnight, but like over time. It takes time, and I'm okay with not being around certain people. I'm okay with I can't do certain things. I'm okay with
Yeah.
things I can't do. And when I wasn't like that in early recovery. I was like, how am I going to live my life without drugs and alcohol? How am I going to do that? Because that's all my life was about.
Yeah, right.
Was using, you know what I mean, and partying, and breaking that, switching that. It's tough. It takes time. But yeah, I had good holidays. I can't complain. But it was uh, time flies. So now it's 2024, and 2024 is going to be another great improving your attitude, improve your recovery success. Thank you for showing up, man. And that was our coffee conversation for the day. And the article is improve your attitude, improve your recovery success. And if you like that article, it's at recovery.org. Until we see you next time, we'll see you later.